Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I want to talk a little bit on a taxing system. Now, I think most sensible people know the way the IRS is set up is not good. I'll put it this way. The people that pay taxes, they know that the taxing system, the IRS, is not good. And I'll tell you, I know, and we're thinking about, oh, well, there'll be a fair tax, some kind of even tax or stuff like that. Believe me, none of that will work. Any tax system that is in place will be corrupted. Any tax system that's in place will need a strong arm to make it work. I can't even think of any that doesn't. There's always, and it's funny because when I think about there's going to be people that won't pay taxes, like I say, those people with that little bit of tax is not going to be that big a thing. Where it becomes big is when big business and government steps in. They take big money out, and it's really a bad situation. So what you want to do is try to eliminate all of the ways that big business and government can be corrupted with a tax system. And I'm sure there's more. I can only think of one. And what it is, it's an import tax. And I understand everybody's going to say free trade kind of thing. Well, you can't tax that stuff that's coming in and all that. No, you can. And not only the United States did that for years, but also just about every country that I know of does it. They will work out deals. Now we're right back to the corruption in government and big business, in which they will work out a deal with the government where certain big business and products will be exempt from taxes and stuff like that. So that's what I'm talking about in the way of every system is corruptible. The reason that this is corruptible also, but it's less likely to happen, is the way I see it, if that's their only source of income, the government, their only source for tax income comes from the import, then any deals that they make with big businesses, the big government will lose out. And right now, let's say you were able to put it into effect now, instantly. Okay, right off the bat, anything imported, the prices will go up higher. Of course, you're putting a tax on it. Okay, now, for the people that pay taxes, let's say let's say you make $100,000, and now you're paying. Now they're taking out I don't know how much, but once you say that's it, everything imported gets taxed, you're going to get your whole $100,000. So you can handle. Come here. Okay, bueno. So the people that have been paying taxes $100,000, now, even if the price is doubled, they're not going to be any worse off. Okay, now, the people that don't pay taxes, oh, those poor people, they don't pay taxes because they've got hard times that they've got to deal with. So, I mean, whatever, they've got problems about working. They got problems about working or finding work and all this type of stuff. Wow, I feel for them. And so now those high prices are going to be high. Yes, you're right. But also, this will open up opportunity, because now a lot of these products, I would say 99.9% of these products that are being imported could be produced here in the United States. So can you imagine, instantly there's going to be work, all kinds of work, and opportunity for people to own their own business. All these products, you can start making those products. So the manufacturing business will go plumb crazy. And servicing those manufacturing businesses are going to go plumb crazy. There's going to be so much money made, everybody will benefit. About the only ones that won't benefit are the ones that don't want to participate. And you don't want to participate, that's okay. Don't participate. Hey, this is a free country. The United States is supposedly a free country. So you can choose to better yourself, or you can choose to take the crumbs that fall off the table. So, but whatever it is, you will, the government, even the government, the government's plumb crazy on spending money. Okay, they can go on and keep spending their money. It doesn't make any difference. You can't fire these government employees. They can't be fired. And they got their own retirement, they got their own everything. So what makes them so much special than us? For one thing, just that itself, they're supposed to cut their own budgets. They don't. But it doesn't make any difference, because there won't be any money to give them for their budgets. So all these these worthless government agencies will start shrinking, until eventually they're going to be eliminated. At first, the government's going to make a ton of money. Look at all the stuff coming in. So they'll be making a ton of money at first. But like I say, it's going to, each month, that gravy train is going to get smaller and smaller and smaller. And then the government will be choked, financially choked, into doing something, whether it wants to or not. And like I say, now, as this starts, you're choking them out, like I say, less government, federal government agencies will be there. Now they can focus on what the federal government is supposed to do, the constitutional duties. Now they can focus on that instead of trying to get involved in all this other crap. Okay. Now, the downside is going to be the states. The states will become much more important. State government will have to do something other than just act like they're supposed to be cool. No more acting. They're going to have to start doing things. Remember, I talked about they're going to be the poor people that can't make it through the change. I mean, but one thing, all the federal money that people are getting, they won't get it anymore. So they're not getting it. Now what are they going to do? They're going to look towards their states. Their states are going to have to provide. And now the states are going to have to take up what the federal government wasn't doing in the first place, was collecting the money and wasn't doing it. Now the states they're going to have to do something. Now what they will do is they are going to start taxing. They're going to start taxing all of these new companies that are coming up, forming new businesses and stuff. They're going to be taxing them, because they're going to need the money so they can take care of their people. Now, the thing is on that is if they tax too much, then the people will leave the state, kind of like New York and California. The states started getting so stupid on spending and taxing that the people started leaving those states. That's what's going to have to happen. If you want people in your states, then you will start adjusting your tax rates and offering services to bring people in. Otherwise, you won't. And some people don't want all these services. They surely don't want to pay for them. And so there's different states will attract different people. And now you'll have the states competing with each other on trying to get not only jobs but tax money. Right? Trying to get the states to balance their budgets and figure out what is important to that state. And states are a lot easier to control than the federal government. I mean, right now, you can go to your state and bitch and raise hell. And the federal government, DC, is set up so if you go bitch, they're going to kill you. They make certain places you can protest. These protest zones, and that's it. And then once they don't want to hear your stories anymore, then they just send the military in and kill you. They've done that through history. You can check your history out. You'll find out for yourself. And but I say DC protects DC. DC does not give a damn about the U.S. population. This is Mike. NoStressMike.com.